Hey guys, welcome to Movies in a Nutshell, episode 3. Today's movie we'll be doing is My Soul to Take. Okay, so I'll let you know something about My Soul to Take before I start Movies in a Nutshell. The thing is about My Soul to Take, it blows harder than a vacuum on steroids. I mean, this is definitely one of the worst movies I've seen all year, and it's for numerous reasons. You want to find out those reasons? You better keep on watching. If you watched this video, you would have saved about 70 minutes of your life from watching an awful piece of crap movie when you could have been watching this beast right here tell you about the whole movie in less than 15 minutes. Alright, so My Soul to Take opens up with this guy named Abel, and he's building a rocking horse, and he's like, I'm building a rocking horse for my not even born son yet, but he's gonna be born, and he's all happy and stuff. And then he's like, look at this dollhouse, I'm gonna give this to my own daughter because I love her so much. So he loves his family. So he's building all the stuff for his little kids, and he looks in the TV, and the TV says, interrupt this program to bring you some news that this guy named the Ripper is going around killing people. And he's like, wow, what an effing deeb. Ha ha. So he goes to the bathroom, and we now find out that this guy has schizophrenia. And he's all like, oh my god, I just had the sudden urge to kill my fam. Should I do it? And his other personality is all like, yeah, you should do it, man. Do it. Do it. Come on, you won't do it, faggot. You won't do it. And then his other personality's like, no, you have to call the doctor. You're insane. You have schizophrenia. Go kill yourself, faggot. He's like, alright, I'm gonna go kill my fam. Hello, wifey. So he's killing his wife. And she's all like, you know, she's dead. But she's pregnant. And so he's like, ugh, I'm gonna kill you, my little son. And then all of a sudden, the girl comes out of nowhere. She's looking at him. She's like, no, don't do it, daddy. Don't do it. And all of a sudden, a cop comes out of nowhere. He's like, you're not gonna kill that little scumbag, faggot. Shoots him, and he's like, oh, F. Oh, I'm dying. So he's dead. Not real. You'll find out in a few seconds why not. He's like, alright, this scumbag killed his wife, but guess what? The baby's alive. We can actually deliver it. So they go to the hospital and they actually deliver the babe. So, you know, the babe's alive. So then they're in the ambulance. They're like, man, so this guy's the Ripper, huh? This guy's the Ripper. Man, I can't believe he's dead. Oh! And of course, he gets up. He's like, I'm not dead. He just starts killing the crap out of those guys. Flying with the ambulance, it's like a 360, and it just explodes, and just mayhems everywhere. And then, you know, and then the screen goes black, and you're like, oh. So, you know, we don't know what happened to the Ripper. Is he still dead? Is he alive? I don't know. But guess what? Those two people in the amb are dead. So then it flashes forward to about 16 years, and we see this kid named Bug. Nice name, faggot! So we see Bug standing with 11 other kids near a burnt down ambulance near a river, which is the place that the Ripper committed sue and killed other peeps. So they were all born on that day that the Ripper went psych and killed everyone. So the jock kid, his name's Brandon, he's like, alright kids, we're out here today because it's our effing birth. Nah, we're here because we're effing, you know, we're all scared because it's Ripper Day, and we were all born on Ripper Day, so we're all Ripper faggots. Nah. So, you know, he's all acting like a fag, and Bug's like, wow, just get me the hell home, why am I here? And he's like, you, Bug, you're going to be the one who fights the Ripper when he comes out. And he's like, no, screw you, fag. And he's like, fag, alright, Ripper, come out. All of a sudden, Bug turns around and he's like, oh! And it's like a freaking puppet Ripper, and he's like, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. All of a sudden, a cop comes out of nowhere. He's like, all right, that's it. All of you guys, book it right now. And they're all like, oh, shit. So they just book it. They're booking it. And they're hiding. And he's like, Bug goes to his best friend, Alex. He's like, yo, Alex, you see the Ripper? He's like, dude, it's an effing pup. What, are you blind or something? You faggot. And he's like, sorry, man. I didn't effing know. I just get scared easily. I just piss myself, and he's like, wow, you're gay. So all of a sudden, this Asian kid, he goes, yo, man, the cops are here. I'm going to book it, go home, do my math homework. I'm going to walk by the bridge by myself and hopefully not get killed. The Asian is killed by the Ripper on the bridge and completely demolished, and his body is thrown in the lake. Idiot! So what he did was he barely got any sleep because, you know, 12 o'clock was the time they had the meeting, and now he did a project all night, so he's going to school. And he's walking with his friend Alex, who are, you know, both Ripper kids, and they see the jock. He's like, "What's up, fags? I'm gonna punch you." Wah! Birthday punches. Wah! And he's like, "Ow, man, what the F was that for?" All of a sudden, you see this girl who's like Catholic in human form, and she's like, stop it. Stop it right now, or the wrath of the Lord will be on your face. Nah, kids. And he's like, wow, you're gay. I'm going to kill you. And he's like, no, you're not. The Lord will kill you. And he's like, all right, fag, whatever. So he's like, oh, thanks for saving us. I mean, we didn't really need saving, faggot. Go to church. And she goes, pray for our souls, Bug. So then she walks away. And Bug's walking with Alex to school, and he's all like, save our prayers, Bug, except it's the same exact voice as Penelope's. So already something screwy's going on here, and the whole audience is like, alright, the F is wrong with this. Okay, so they go to do the project next, and he's like, yo, Alex, I did something beast for the project. And he's like, I bet you did. I didn't ask, faggot. It's like, why do you always call me a faggot? He's like, I don't know, I don't. This Heavens on Fire XVSV2 kid makes it seem like I always call you a faggot. Faggot! So they go to present their proj. And he goes, yo, Alex, put this thing on. And he's like, oh, okay, I will. Puts it on, it's a freaking condor suit. And all of a sudden, Bug just goes crazy. Like, something just goes, ting, snaps in his head. And he's like, the condor is a beast who kills people. And if you rip out one of his feathers. And so then Alex goes up to that Brandon Jock kid and goes, pull one of my feathers. And he's like, then something will happen. And so he goes, all right, whatever, pulling the feather. All of a sudden, Alex in the bird suit presses the lever and it goes, and spews all over his face this, like, green emulsion bile. And he's all like, oh, you effing deeb, I'm gonna kill you. And he's like, oh, what did I do? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Goes to the bath. So he looks in the mirror and he's like, oh, what the? He sees the Age kid, the wonton soup, who's like swimming in the thing, and he's looking at him, he's like, hello, ching chong toshi. And he's all like, oh, I don't speak Japanese, but that's effing creep! So he's booking it out, he's like, sees Alex in the hallway, and he's like, yo, Alex, I just saw friggin' wonton soup in the mirror, and he's speaking Asian to me, but he's dead. Because, I saw him floating all bloody. He's dead. He's not in school today. He's dead. He's like, yes, I know, I saw on the news, but I didn't care about wonton soup that much. Hey, let's find out if that hot girl named Brittany likes you. And he's like, oh, okay, I like that girl. Brittany's some hot bitch who's like, has got the big knocks and the big, the patootie, and, she's really hot and Bug likes her, and he wants to know if, she likes him. I mean, who doesn't? So Alex is like, alright, I know a way how to find how this girl is gonna like you. You take your cell phone and put it in the bathroom. They always have a meeting with the girl named Fang. Fang is an emo faggot who is, like, controlling the whole school like a beast. So he's like, alright, whatever. Books it in there, puts the phone in there, and then books it out. He's like, alright, I'm gonna find out. So then the girls go in the bathroom, he's got Alex's phone, and all of a sudden they're calling, and they hear Fang go, don't talk to Buck, he's a faggot. And he's like, why does everyone call me a faggot? And so he hangs up the phone, he's like, my life sucks. So he's walking out, and so all of a sudden the girls go out, he's like, oh, I've gotta go get my phone. Goes in and gets his phone, and then he sees it in the stall on the top, he goes to grab it, all of a sudden the door opens, he's like, what the? Oh, whatever, I'll just stay quiet. Looks down in his stall and he goes, ah, shit, Brittany's purse. Looks down and he's like, ah, shit, Brittany's purse is here. So then he's like hiding in the stall. He's like, please don't come in here, please don't come in here, please don't come in here. All of a sudden his phone knocks in the purse. He's like, oh, everything bad is happening now. She opens the door and he's like, hi, how you doing? And she's like, whoa! Oh, Brittany's walking on the friggin' railroad tracks, and she's just walking. That guy named Brandon, the jock kid, is like, yo, man, give me a beej. And she's like, no, I don't want to give you a beej. That's a scrot. And he's like, all right, do it, or I'll tell that Fang kid to take you down. And he's like, fine, just go find me in the woods. So she books it in the woods, and he's like, wait a minute, you're effing tricking me and leaving me with a heart on. What the? So he's like chasing her, and she's like, get away from me. I don't want to suck your Tom Johns. So she's booking it, and all of a sudden she ends up at the ambulance with the place with the lake, and she sees the dead body of the Christ Almighty girl, and she's like, what the hell is that? And Brandon comes over, he's like, oh, what the? And she goes to Brandon, and she's like, you did this, I know you did this, because she told you that something that God would kill you, and he's like, I didn't do this, I just wanted a beach, for Christ's sake. So she's like, you're a monster. So she starts running away. And Brandon's all like a mental distress. He's all like, oh, she hates me just because I want him a wang suck, Bill. So he's like, he's talking to himself. All of a sudden he gets a phone call, and he thinks it's from Brittany. He's like, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry, I love you, blah, blah, blah. But turns out the Ripper voice is like, I'm not Brittany, I'm the Ripper, and comes out of nowhere and slices him from behind. So he's dead. And the Ripper's like, ha, faggot. So then Britt's going, she's running, Brittany's running, because she's like, I gotta call the cops. hello. All of a sudden, the Ripper comes and goes, you're not going to call the cops. I'm going to kill you. Freaking guts the shit out of her and just throws her body in the lake. So the Ripper's on like, he's getting a spy plane because he's got 3 kills in a row. Call of Duty humor. Only faggots say it. So Bugs goes home. He sees a cake there, and he's like, thanks for the cake, Mom. I love you. She's like, no problem, faggot. And he's all like, come on, man. So he's like, man, I'm 16 years old. Meanwhile, the kids in the movie are supposed to be 16. You know, I'm somewhere around that age, and these kids look like they're freshmen in colleges. Yeah, nice casting, idiot. So he's got the cake there, and Fang comes in the room. So already you're like, oh, what's she doing here? Turns out they're brother and sister, and you're already like, all right, why didn't I know that later? And Wes Craven, the director's probably like, because I wanted you just to be effed in the mind. Fang it. Fang was actually like, yo, I gave you a birthday present. I don't usually like giving stuff, but what the hell? Here you go. And he's like, oh, thanks. Oh, wooden rocking horse. Beast. Puts it aside, and all of a sudden his mom goes, oh. No, you didn't, you dumb bitch. Goes upstairs, and he's like, why would you do that? Why would you give that to him? You know you're not supposed to do anything. And he's like, it's like, I'm not supposed to keep on pretending that you're 16 when you're really 19 years old. And she's like, F you. Poof, slaps her in the face. And she's like, get the hell out of here. You're not my real mother. Screw you. And she's all like, whoa. Goes downstairs. Horse is like, hey, Fang. Gets slapped in the friggin' face. He gets a crap beat out of her by Fang. He's like, oh, what the, oh, what are you doing that for? And he's like, you brought all this pain in my life. You know, you brought all this pain. Do you know who that kid Abel was? Well, do you know what he looks like? Look in the mirror, Bug. You look a lot like him. Does that say anything? Does that say anything? And he comes out, sees his mom, and he's like, I know you're not your real mother. I know. And she's all like, oh, how could you, faggot? So then all of a sudden, he's just sitting in his room, just like, just pondering the thoughts. He was just reflecting on stuff like that, just thinking about that, and he's like, thought about, oh crap, the Ripper's my dad. Damn it. So then all of a sudden, Alex comes barging the window. He's like, what the hell are you doing in my house? He's like, I came to tell you that I just killed my stepdad. And he's like, whoa. How did you do that? He's like, I got pissed at him. He was being drunk, so I pushed him down the stairs. He broke his neck, so I just booked it and came to your house. And he's all like, all right, you dumb idiot. So then Alex always goes, oh yeah, they're suspecting that one of us Ripper kids is the Ripper. And he's like, all right, what the F? I'm going to go get you a drink now. He goes into the bathroom, and he looks in the mirror. And he's like, the F? It's water. And she sees the Penelope girl and he's like, oh. It's like, now Penelope, wonton soup. Oh, there must be a sign. Looks at the thing. It's the Ripper's knife. He's like, oh shit. And he just goes to the kitchen for some reason, and you hear, freeze, Bug, freeze. He's like, oh, F, it's the friggin' Rip. But meanwhile, it's just a cop, and the cop's like, Bug, I know you're the Rip. I know. Trust me. I see the knife in your hands, and I know that you're the Ripper. Anyways, you hear the Ripper come out of nowhere. He's like, I'm not. He's like, he's not. You hear the Ripper come out of nowhere, and he's like, he's not the Ripper, I am! Slices his neck, and Bug's like, oh! Starts like fighting with him. It's all like, they're like fighting, they're like trying to like punch the crap at each other. Shit's hitting the fan, figuratively, and just everything is haywire. So Bug's like, oh crap, Fang! Get this guy right now. And she's like, all right. And then she's like, see ya, but books it in the car and goes away. And he's like, all right, nice effing sister. Damn it. And so then Alex comes in. He goes, oh, what the F? Oh, B-Kid dead? What the hell did I just miss? He's like, the Ripper's in my house right now. He's downstairs, and he's coming up to kill me. And then all of a sudden, Alex is like, Bug, I know you effing killed those peeps. He's like, I didn't effing do it. I would know. And he's like, Bug, you have schizophrenia just like your father. And he's like, no, I will not do it. I will not give in. I will not die. I will not. And he's like, Bug, shut the hell up. I'm the Ripper, not you. Not! And he's like, oh, F you. Stabs him. And he's like, you were always my friend, Bug. He's like, I know, but you tried to kill me, so I stabbed you. And here you go. You're dead. And then, in the end, Bug is a hero, and we can all live happily ever. So, that's my soul to take in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. Movies in a Nutshell, Episode 3.